Hey guys, so I'm back with a new module on the series, and this module is about designing a productive life. Now, this is important because this is the most important because this is the only important thing that you need to do. You're here for a few years in this very long human civilization, which is a part of a very long universe, which is a part of a very old set of universes, and in some sense, you are insignificant, which also makes you very, very significant because you're significant for you and you're significant for your better half and you're significant to your partner, to your family, to your mother, to your father, to whoever you are concerned with in this short period of time that you're here. So it's better that you have a productive life before you leave, and not have a life full of misery and suffering without being able to achieve anything. So these are going to be the five things that I'm going to cover in this module. The first one is about an alternative to goals, because you've tried that. I know you've tried that. I know you've tried to set goals and it didn't work. So there is a better way to do it, which I've been using personally. So I'm going to share that with you. Then I'm going to also tell you that there's something more important than happiness. So I'll tell you the better alternative for happiness, because if you're pursuing happiness, if you're chasing happiness, you know you're never reaching there. So what's better? So in fact, let's just exchange the order, because I think when you know what you're chasing and then you know what's better to chase this, then what's a better way to hit this, achieve this almost every day without having to set these long-term goals that you're always running after. The third one is designing your ideal day, which is very important, which is exactly how you will do this process and putting all of that ideal stuff into this calendar. So there are actually six modules, excuse me for that. Putting all of this on your calendar, the secrets of browsing productively and using deep work music to really get your stuff done. So let's start with the first one, which I'm going to speak now in this video, and then we're going to make one video for each module. So the first one is an alternative to happiness. Now, here's the thing: do not pursue happiness. The first reason is that this is overrated. It's an overrated concept. You don't really, you will not realize this now, but when you are happy 24 hours a day, you will realize you don't really want this for the entire duration of your day. You don't want to be like laughing out loud the 24 hours a day. That's not fun after a while. So fun is not really fun when it's overdone. And I can tell you this because I've been traveling full time for 3 years, and there've been months of LOLs, like the LOL months all over, man, like consecutive months, but it doesn't make sense. So here's the thing which is better than happiness. And this is also how you know what you're doing is what you're meant to do. Now, this is a big question. How am I supposed to know that this is what I'm supposed to be doing? So whatever you're doing, and there's no meant to be as such. When you were a baby, you were not born with a meant to be thing, but you have layers and layers of evolution and DNA and things that you've seen while you've grown up in your environment, and that has led you to like certain things and dislike certain things. It's just filters on your brain. There is no pure thought or purpose that you were born with, but that also gives you the flexibility to create your own purpose, which you probably have now inbuilt. If you're watching this video, you probably already have. If you're here, you probably already have that inside you. The question is, how do you find out? So let's say you're doing three things, you like to do three things. How do you find out which is the one that you're meant to do, or which you should take forward and put all your 100% effort into this? How do you know that? Or if you're in a job and you're not sure if this is for you or not, how do you know this? So here's the secret, and it's a very, very easy way to find out, because it's a feedback mechanism built into you. Here's the question you want to ask: do I, right? So do you, when you do this work or this stuff, or when you're engaged in this activity, does it make you lose the sense of time? Now, this is the most important question. If something is making you lose the sense of time, then that is the right thing for you. But if you're doing something when you're like, hey, it's 3 o'clock, let me do this till 4, and then you're checking the time, it's 3:15, 3:30, 3:45, that's not what you should be doing. You should be doing where you something or some activity or some work where you can lose the sense of time and then just go all in on that. So that is what you should be chasing, not happiness. You should be chasing something, to do something which makes you lose the sense of time. It could be writing, it could be making music, it could be creating an online course, it could be anything. But here's the thing, guys. When you replace happiness with doing what makes you lose the sense of time, you'll realize that you have already arrived. You have already achieved it because you are in the moment. I'm doing this now. I'm making this video. Honestly, when I make these videos, I don't care how long these videos are. I don't have a time limit for each video because I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying sharing what I've learned with you, and I have completely lost a sense of time. I have no clock on my in my head running that, hey, this is a 5 minute video or a 10 minute video, or this performs best for YouTube, or this performs best for my academy, and this is what the attention span is. I don't care, because honestly, if you want to design a productive life, you will not care about your attention span. You will watch this video till the end because you know you want to design a productive life. So that's a better alternative than happiness. And also, when you do this, you know you're already there because you're doing this on a day-to-day basis, and that's how we will we learn in number three, the third part of this module, that this is what you'll be using to design your ideal day. So find out what makes you lose the sense of time, and then we're going to continue with your goals, with your ideal day, and everything else. You'll have a very productive and happy life. The happiness is going to follow for sure when you can do something which makes you lose the sense of time. So that's all for part one of this module. I'll see you in the next part where we discuss the better alternative to goals. Ciao.